The Mountain Province State Polytechnic College envisions becoming an internationally recognized higher education institution for cultural continuity and innovations that transform lives and foster sustainable development. With a vision to be acknowledged and respected not just within its own country or region, but on a global scale. It wants to have a reputation that crosses borders, suggesting high standards of education, research, and impact. Whereas, in its commitment as an institution of learning that propels leaders in the global environment, MPSPC has established international linkages to become a collaborative partner in achieving a shared vision in response to academic excellence. As a result, MPSPC has established itself as a respected partner among other higher education institutions, businesses, and other organizations locally and internationally. The college's roadmap for internationalizations establish international linkages with higher education institutions and industries associated with the Bachelor of Elementary Education program. The linkages forged centered on international cooperation in the development of research, education, and development of student exchange and faculty exchange or immersion. Fulbright, University of Regina, Canada, University of Saskatchewan, Canada, Embassy of Canada, EduConnect Southeast Asia Association, Taiwan, National Donghua University, Hualien, Taiwan, National Taitung University, Taitung City, Taiwan, STI Surabaya, Indonesia, Petra Christian University, Indonesia, Wow Bali International Initiative, Indonesia, Daffodil International University, Bangladesh, Cambodia University of Specialties, Cambodia, and Asia University, Japan. Fulbright, a Memorandum of Understanding or the MOU was made and entered between the Philippine American Educational Foundation or the Fulbright Commission in the Philippines and MPSPC on April 11, 2022. In its quest for exchange of human resources and information, which includes, among others, visiting scholars and professors, research on education, public policy, and social justice, among others, and their corresponding extension activities, academic and sociocultural partnerships. Other activities deemed necessary and appropriate as may be agreed upon by the parties. At present, invitations for scholarships are forwarded and meetings are being conducted to discuss joint projects and design and implement programs that facilitate the realization of the objectives of the mutual partnership, including activities, plans, and funding requirements. Academic and scholarly collaboration with University of Regina, Canada. In a momentous event held last November 30, 2022 at the Sheraton Hotel, Manila, Dr. Edgar G. Cue, President of MPSPC, together with leaders from 6 state university and the college partners, came together for a signing ceremony that sealed a collaboration with PhilCon EduCon Magic 7 Plus and esteemed University of Regina. The University of Regina was represented by Dr. David Gregory, the Distinguished Provost and Vice President. The collaboration extends across the fields such as indigenous knowledge, agriculture, veterinary medicine, healthcare education, and teacher education, to name just a few. This Memorandum of Understanding is not just a standalone development. It marks the continuation of an alliance that was initiated in a prior administration, and the seeds planted back then are now expected to bear fruit in the coming years. University of Saskatchewan. Under the facilitation of the Canadian Embassy and Commission on Higher Education, a partnership was forged by 7 Philippine universities, including MPSPC and the University of Saskatchewan, through a Memorandum of Understanding signed on May 19, 2021. The partnership with the University of Saskatchewan, Canada, signaled for the MPSPC project launching of Encyclopedia on Ethno-Linguistic Groups in Mountain Province under the program entitled Indigenous Knowledge Systems and Practices, or the IKSP. Dr. Obi Noe Madalang, Teacher Education Faculty from the campus, was among the authors of the project. He is also the study leader in charge of the Kankanai Ethno-Linguistic Group. Part of his task was also to conduct research based on the identified gaps in the project. Thus, the conduct of his research entitled Suggestive Simulative Activities for Inhibited College Students. As a direct outcome of this involvement, the IPED Cultural Center has been established. This is an offshoot of the researches through library visits, interviews with the IPs, and the training workshop that Dr. Madalang has attended. Furthermore, as the first facilitator for the research subjects, he encourages research on traditional practices and rituals. He is also finalizing proposals on equal to leadership and an anthology of songs of the Bago Ethno-Linguistic Group, which are to be a collaborative study for the PED program. Edo Connect. The Edo Connect is an organization based in Kaohsiung City, Taiwan. The membership to the Edo Connect Southeast Asia Association of the institution opened doors for lifelong partnerships with higher education institutions of the Southeast Asia Association of Taiwan for the promotion of the Industry Community University program as an innovative educational exchange network and platform and the holding of the annual Industry Community University International Conference at MPSPC. The EduConnect paved the way for MPSPC to host an international networking conference from July 2 to 7, 2019, bringing together 28 university officials from 11 Taiwanese universities, 8 Taiwanese business owners from 5 different industries, and 1 representative from the Manila Economic and Cultural Office to meet with Karasuk administrators and faculty, local business owners, and representatives from Mountain Province. During the networking activity on July 4, 2019, the networking activity in Cultural Night at the MPSPC Municipal Admin Hall held on July 4, 2019, Dr. Eng Ming Wu, Executive Director of the EduConnect Southeast Asia Association, or the EXSAA, emphasized that EXSAA will be employing Asian professors, prioritizing the MPSPC, who will be teaching English to Taiwanese people. He also encouraged MPSPC to bring students and faculty to Taiwan to pursue further studies with a scholarship. The cultural event on the same day served as an opportunity to showcase the province's culture. Indigenous dances, the tekwab, a symbolic prayer, and the toast to goodwill were all included in the program. Ms. Adela Bantasan, BEd faculty, shared that the cultural event was a means of communication that prepared the ground to build and promote understanding within and between different cultures of participants' presence. Thus, while personal encounters and contact with event participants occurred, the desire for a better academic and cultural collaboration was captured and realized. National Donghua University and National Taitung University. Seeking a learning avenue for the college and best practices in higher education management and expanded linkage for international research and learning on indigenous knowledge studies, MPSPC forged an MOU with the National Donghua University and National Taitung University, Taiwan. In 2019, Dr. Venus Grace K. Fagyan, Dr. Annie Grail F. Ekid, and Ms. Adela A. Bantasan, BEd faculty, attended the activity. STI Perbanas. On November 8, 2018, NPSPC and STI Perbanas Surabaya entered into a MOA to exercise reasonable efforts to promote the following programs: exchange of students, exchange of faculty and researchers, exchange of academic information and publications, joint research activities, joint organizers of international research conferences, other exchanges of academic and cultural nature agreed upon by both parties. This signaled the series of events hosted by the college. On April 5 to 9, 2019, NPSPC hosted the STI Perbanas Surabaya, Indonesia delegation for an academic visit to NPSPC. The activity accomplished a series of activities such as cross-cultural interaction through the participation of the delegation to the Mountain Province Langay Festival and the International Lecture on Gender-Responsive Business Education and MPSPC STI Perbanas. B.Ed faculty and student researchers joined the networking activities in research. The student researchers' exposure to talks from international guests and researchers bolstered their professional development, promoted collaboration among and between fields, and fostered more engaged interaction across all research disciplines. WOW Bali, the international transdisciplinary partnership between WOW Bali International Initiative and MPSPC aims to co-develop interdependent sustainable communities within the academic and non-government organizational settings to become action research centers for sustainable regenerative development. The fruition of the MOA and MOU with WOW Bali was made significant on April 5 to 7, 2018, in which the three-day event intended to empower the indigenous people and drive social transformation by exhibiting their cutting-edge best practices for others to emulate. The forum on April 5 to 6 featured Taiwanese, Indonesian, and Vietnamese partners as speakers and seminars for MPSPC faculty, staff, and students on topics such as Asian green hotels and climate change, learning exchange with MPSPC, socio-cultural exchange, and orientation on sustainable water management and climate change. These initiatives were designed to help the college and its international partners achieve their goals. Faculty members attended the said activity. The different activities for international linkages were enabled through the provision of a budget. However, linkage activities like those at the other state universities are not regular General Appropriations Act items. Nevertheless, NPSPC recognizes the paramount significance of such endeavor across all mandates, and as a result, it has devised methods and identified alternatives to finance linkage operations, such as provision of funding from the income-generating projects operated by the resource generation in linkages, provision of a percentage share of the tuition fee of students, fund sourcing, and counterparty. The Teacher Education Department, Bachelor in Elementary Education, established membership not only to professional organizations in the Philippine setting but also to the following organizations which benefited them in research, attendance to conferences, and capability building in their respective fields: University Mobility in Asia and the Pacific, Association of Universities in Asia and the Pacific, International Association of Scholarly Publishers, Editors, and Reviewers, International Cross-Cultural Exchange, and Professional Development Thailand. MPSPC also boasts its web-based library resources and ISO 9001:2015 certification. Responsibility sharing in the delivery of services to target clients for effectiveness and sustainability is not only observed in funding. A high degree of collaborative effort is established with various partners for the success of the international partnership efforts of the college. These include the presence of local government organizations, civil society groups, and others who display a genuine culture of hospitality. This working relationship with these local partner groups and agencies goes beyond what was spelled out in the Memorandum of Agreements or Memorandum of Understanding.